Hello. Welcome back to my YouTube page. In this video we will walk through a straightforward Python program. In the beginning I will give you an overview of what I plan to cover, then I will switch over to Python idle editor, walk you through the script and then run the program in Python shell. At the end, if you've enjoyed this video, please consider liking, sharing and subscribing. Now let's begin. The repetition structure specifies that a block of statements be executed repeatedly based on a given condition. The statements and the process block of code are executed several times, so this structure is often called a loop structure. A program segment that includes the repetition structure has three major parts and its form. 1. The initial conditions. 2. The steps that are to be repeated, and 3. The final results. There are three general forms of the repetition structure: the while loop, the repeat until loop, and the for loop. The first form of the repetition structure, the while construct, is the most flexible. The other two forms of the repetition structure can be expressed with the while construct. The while loop consists of a conditional expression and block of statements. This construct evaluates the condition before the process block of statements is executed. If the condition is true, the statements and the block are executed. This repeats while the condition evaluates to true. When the condition evaluates to false, the loop terminates. The actions in the process block are performed while the condition is true. After the actions in the process block are performed, the condition is again evaluated, and the actions are again performed if the condition is still true, otherwise, it terminates. The condition is tested first, and then the process block is performed. If this condition is initially false, the actions in the block are not performed. The number of times that the loop is performed is normally a finite number. A well-defined loop will eventually terminate, unless it has been specified as a non-terminating loop. The condition is also known as the loop condition, and it determines when the loop terminates. A non-terminating loop is defined in special cases and will repeat the actions forever. Now, let's open up the Python idle editor. Before we work directly on the trivia quiz program, let's create a separate file for the questions. Open a new Python idle editor and save the file as questions.py. Next, type the word quiz equals open curly bracket, press enter, the number 1, colon, open curly bracket, press enter. This is where we will type our 5 questions applicable to the trivia quiz. Type open quotation, the word question, close quotation, then a colon. Here is where we will type the first question, type open quotation, then the question: which fictional city is the home of Batman? Gotham or Wonderland, close quotation, comma, then press enter. Next we will input the applicable answer. Type open quotation, the word answer, close quotation, colon, then open quotation, the word Gotham, close quotation, and press enter and close the curly brackets and input a comma, then press enter again for the next question. Type 2, colon, open curly bracket, press enter. Type open quotation, the word question, close quotation, then a colon. Type open quotation, then the question: what Batman villain ate fish in Batman Forever? Riddler or Penguin, close quotation, comma, then press enter. Type open quotation, the word answer, close quotation, colon, then open quotation, the word Penguin, close quotation, and press enter and close the curly brackets and input a comma, then press enter again for the next question. Type 3, colon, open curly bracket, press enter. Type open quotation, the word question, close quotation, then a colon. Type open quotation, then the question: what was the name of Bruce Wayne's butler? Robin or Alfred, close quotation, comma, then press enter. Type open quotation, the word answer, close quotation, colon, then open quotation, the word Alfred, close quotation, and press enter and close the curly brackets and input a comma, then press enter again for the next question. Type 4, colon, open curly bracket, press enter. Type open quotation, the word question, close quotation, then a colon. Type open quotation, then the question: what Batman villain formerly worked as a zoologist? Man-Bat or Poison Ivy, close quotation, comma, then press enter. Type open quotation, the word answer, close quotation, colon then open quotation, man-bat, close quotation and press enter and close the curly brackets and input a comma, then press enter again for the next question. Type 5, colon, open curly bracket, press enter. Type open quotation, the word question, close quotation, then a colon. Type open quotation, then the question, what former district attorney became the villain known as Two-Face? Jason Blood or Harvey Dent, close quotation, comma, then press enter. Type open quotation, the word answer, close quotation, colon then open quotation, Harvey Dent, close quotation and press enter. There are only 5 questions and answers. Close the curly bracket, press enter again and input another closing curly bracket. Now let's create a new file to input the while loop code for the Python Batman trivia quiz. First start out by putting identification information for the Python file enclosed by 3 apostrophes. For the program file name, let's title it whileloop.py. Then the author information, and for that, I'll put my name Lewis. Next the date, which is August 10, 2022, and lastly I'll put a short description of the program. Let's describe it as this program performs a while loop for a Batman trivia quiz. I want to import the questions we just created within the questions.py file. To do that, type from questions import quiz. This will essentially import the quiz from the questions file. Next, let's define a function that will check the input answers to confirm if they are correct or incorrect. A Python program can consist of functions and the instructions that will invoke the various functions. In the source code, the general syntactical form of a function in the Python programming language is written as follows: define function name open and close parenthesis, press enter then input, local declarations, press enter then input, executable language statements. Therefore, for this function, type def, which stands for define, a space and then let's title this function check_answer, open parenthesis, question comma, answer comma, attempts comma, score, close parenthesis, colon, then press enter. Next, type 3 quotations and press enter. Here I will add a description of what the function accomplishes. Let's describe it as this function will take the answer and determine if it was correct. This will also convert all answers to lowercase so as to not make inputs case sensitive. Press enter and close with 3 quotations. Press enter again and type the if statement as if quiz open bracket, question close bracket, open bracket again, apostrophe, the word answer, close apostrophe, close the bracket dot lower open and close parenthesis, double equal sign answer dot lower open and close parenthesis, colon, and press enter. The dot lower section is to make any inputs not case sensitive, so the user can input the answer that matches the correct answer in the questions.py file without worrying for upper or lower case characters. Next, type the print statement as print, open parenthesis, the letter F, open quotation, the statement correct answer, backslash, the letter N and the statement your score is, open curly bracket, score +1, close curly bracket, close the quotation, and close the parenthesis, then press enter. Now, type return and type the word true. The true keyword is a Boolean value, and the result of a comparison operation. Press enter and let's create the else section of the if statement. Type else, colon, press enter, then print, open parenthesis, the letter F, open quotation, the statement wrong answer, backslash N, you have open curly bracket, the word attempts -1, close curly brackets attempts left, backslash N proceed to next question, ellipses, close quotation, close the parenthesis, and press enter. Then type return false. In Boolean logic, false is a negative truth value representing nothing. The F preceding the print statement means formatted string literals and it's new in Python 3.6. It is a way to format your string that is more readable and fast. The \n tells Python to create a new line for formatting purposes. The math functions embedded in curly brackets will pull in the score as you proceed along with the quiz, keeping track of correct, incorrect, and number of attempts for answers input. Next, let's define a print function that will return all the correct answers after the trivia quiz is complete. Type def print_answers, open and close parenthesis, colon, and press enter. Type 3 quotations, press enter, then the description statement as this function will print all the correct answers from the quiz, press enter and type 3 closing quotations. Now press enter and type the for loop statement as for question underscore ID comma, QUES underscore answer, the logical operand, in, then type quiz.items, open and close parenthesis, colon, and press enter. Next type for key the logical operand, in, QUES underscore answer, colon, press enter. Then type print, open parenthesis, key, plus, apostrophe, colon, close apostrophe comma, QUES underscore answer open bracket key close bracket, close the parenthesis, and then press enter. The in operator in Python checks whether a specified value is a constituent element of a sequence like string, array, list, or tuple, etc. When used in a condition, the statement returns a Boolean result evaluating into either true or false. Keys are analogous to indexes of a list. When using lists, you access the elements via the index. With dictionaries, you access values via the keys. The purpose of using key here is to pull in the questions and their associated answers after the trivia quiz has been completed by the user. Next, let's define a simple function that displays a short introduction message and allows the user to press any key to start the trivia quiz. Start out by typing def intro underscore message open and close parenthesis colon, then press enter. Now let's input a short description of the purpose of the function. Type this function will print the introduction message and takes an input from the user to begin the quiz. It will start the quiz if any key is pressed, that is, returns true, press enter and close with 3 quotation marks, then press enter again. Next, let's define the print statement with print open parenthesis, quotation, followed by the message that says welcome to the Batman movie trivia quiz. \n. Are you ready to test your knowledge about Batman? \n. There are 5 easy questions. You can skip a question anytime by typing the word skip, close the quotation, and then close the parenthesis, then press enter. If you remember from previously, the \n is to format the print statement to create a new line. Next, let's create the input statement to start the game. Type input, open parenthesis, quotation, then the statement, press any key to start, colon, close quotation and close the parenthesis. Press enter and type return true. The logical operator true will tell the print statement to accept any value to start the game as long as it's not empty. Lastly, let's create the while statement. I want the introduction message to display at the very beginning when we run the program. Therefore, prior to creating the while statement, type intro equal intro underscore message, open and close parenthesis. Now, for the while statement, type while, the operand true, colon, then press enter. Next, type score equals 0, press enter, for question in quiz colon, press enter, attempts equal 1. This statement essentially only allows the user to have one attempt at answering a question correctly. If you want to change the number of attempts, change the 1 to however many attempts you'd prefer. Press enter, then type while attempts, less than 0 colon, press enter. Type print, open parenthesis, quiz, open bracket, question, close bracket, next in open bracket, apostrophe question, apostrophe, close bracket, and close the parenthesis. This print statement will essentially print the question from the quiz file. Press enter. Next we have to create the input statement for the user to input their answer. Type answer equals input, open parenthesis, quotation, then the statement enter answer or to move to the next question, type skip colon, close quotation, close the parenthesis then press enter. Now, type if answer, double equal, open quotation, the word skip, close quotation, colon and press enter, then type the word break. Break in Python is a loop control statement. It is used to control the sequence of the loop. It is used to terminate a loop and skip to the next code after the loop. This statement will accept skip as an answer choice and then pass the user on to the next question. Now type check equals check underscore answer, open parenthesis, question comma, answer comma, attempts comma, score, close the parenthesis, and press enter. Type if check colon, press enter, score plus equal 1, press enter, then type break, press enter again and type attempts minus equal 1, press enter again and type break. Next, type an ending statement after the trivia for after the quiz has ended. type print, F, open quotation, the statement your final score is, open curly bracket, score multiplied by 20, \n. The correct answers are printed below. \n. Thanks for playing our Batman trivia game. \n close quotation, close the parenthesis and then press enter. Now, let's print the questions and answers by calling the print answers function by typing print, _answers, open and close parenthesis. Lastly, let's run the trivia game to confirm it operates as expected. In the Python idle editor header, click Run, then click Run module. After the idle shell opens, enter any key to run the trivia game. For the first question, input the answer Gotham. It shows the answer as correct, and calculates the score. Let's continue on for questions 2 through 5. Input the second answer as Penguin. See that it also allows me to put in answers in any case. Let's test all caps for the next question. Input Alfred in all caps. Perfect, it works. For number 4, input skip. The skip answer works as well as we see it move forward to the next question. For the last question, input Harvey Dent. The program shows we got 4 questions correct, with a total score of 80 out of 100, and it printed the questions with answers below. We also see our closing print statement of thanks for playing our Batman trivia game printed as expected. Thank you for watching my video. If you've enjoyed this video and found it informative, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing. Please hit the notification bell so you'll be notified when I upload videos to YouTube. I'll see you next week with a new Python video. Until next time, take care.